Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful Thursday night. Let me tell you something. What happens when beauty becomes a cage and brilliance builds a wall between sisters? Tonight on The Broken Pen, we hear from a woman whose life was defined not by failure, but by being forgotten. While one sister soared, the other was told to wait for love, for luck, or for a man. But now she's ready to fight for her future. Even if it means taking something sacred from the only person who's ever stood by her. Is this envy or a desperate bid for survival? When destiny feels stolen, how far would you go to get it back? We're coming to you live from MX24 TV here in East Legon. My name is Yavitha. You already know. You can join the conversation on all our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag Broken Pen, or you can send us your messages, your opinion, your reactions, your comments via our WhatsApp number 0550 331 511. With me today for this particular conversation, I have got A. FF, okay. I've got Francis Mensa Donko. Hi, Francis.
Hi,
Ah, you know what? I'm pained that you've braided your hair because I was actually looking forward to seeing the afro.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Very soon.
very soon. The next time you come there, you have to leave it away. You have to do the afro because me, too, I'm growing my hair now. It is at 2 inches, but that is not the point. The point is that I'm growing my hair.
Yeah, that's the most important
So
thing.
please, when you come again, you have to
Yeah.
leave it.
For
But
your
thank you
sake.
so much for coming in studio
you, thank
today. And of course, I've got my other guest, Felicia Donko Eji. Felicia, you're fancy.
Inyo.
Ah. Missy, let me tell you about something. Intimacy, Francis. Me buy and who say yeah, any makeup. I'm so. My men's not na yen me do free my whole any makeup. Free cities who sunny. I'm say, hey, Goliath. Oh, Papa, don't be deceived by the cameras. Oh, Papa.
I'm cute.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I take your body as how your child I'm cute and petite. Oh, what?
Oh, me a cute.
We
me
are
a
short.
cute.
I'm short. But then the yamias at least no I say I'm for a be any cliche. No, I still no intimidate yamias. Felicia, what's up?
I do.
Do people make fun of your height?
Oh yes, but I got used to it. Like
Ah.
Pastor,
You
Sanda
don't
nyame
have a
born
choice,
me.
oh.
No, but that's
You don't have a
Any choice.
You need to embrace it.
Oh yes, I embrace it. So when you say I'm short, I tell you I'm cute.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm cute.
I think that's what yes, I will not the only adjective for frack. I said, "Who obi tintin?" Say, "Hey, I love us because you please stop." I am 6 films of warfare. Can you answer? But Felicia, thank you so much for coming in studio today.
You're
This is the
welcome.
second time you're coming on here.
Yeah.
Me, I know all my guests, though. Don't play. I know all my guests. But guys, let's go to today's story.
Dear MX24, I want your readers to help me out. Growing up, my sister was the one everyone called brilliant. I, on the other hand, was always referred to as the pretty one. It wasn't just a nickname, it became our identities. She could recite long words even before she lost her baby teeth. She spoke English like she invented it and was learning French on the other side because Dad made sure she had extra lessons. She had the brains and the beauty. Me, I struggled in school. Not for lack of trying, I just couldn't keep up. So while she was praised for her intellect, I was left to be the girl with a nice face. But beauty didn't win me the affection they said it would. Even my father didn't see the point in investing in my future. He said a man would take care of her. So, while my siblings continued their education, I stayed back, watching them build their lives. My sister started winning scholarships before she even graduated. By the time she finished university, job offers were waiting for her like she had already earned them. She kept climbing, and I kept wondering when it will be my turn. Now, I'm 31. The compliments have slowed. The same beauty they said would open doors now feels like a weight, especially when it comes with no options. The men who were supposed to take care of me disappeared the moment I have nothing left to offer. So, I went back to school because depending on others, even my family started to wear me down. My sister still helps. She teaches me, guides me, even now. But something in me still aches. Why does it feel like no matter what I do, I'll always be behind her? I sought spiritual answers. The Malam told me what I feared, that my light was taken and placed on my sister. That's why she shines so easily. That is why I have been stuck. He said if I want to reclaim what's mine, I needed something from her. Something personal. Her hair. And now I'm torn. Because how do you take from the one person who has never withheld anything from you? How do you harm someone who's only ever tried to lift you up? People, I am not just battling jealousy. I am battling guilt. I am battling everything. What do you do when your breakthrough means someone else might fall? Especially when that someone is your own blood. I'm here, torn between love and longing, between what is mine and what might never be. My pen shakes as I write this, and I still don't know how the story ends. What should I do?
Well, that was a story for days. I don't think we've encountered a story like this before, so I'm quite interested to know what Francis and Felicia think. Felicia, let me start with you. Real talk, let's be very realistic here. Have you ever felt like somebody is living a life that was meant for you? Maybe like a sibling or a relative or a best friend. They're living a life that was meant for you.
No, I don't think I felt that way because I feel we are all unique and we all have our special
Yeah.
abilities. If yours is book smart, maybe mine is work smart. How do you know? It's not everybody that goes to school that ends up becoming
Yes.
rich or
When
becoming
their
someone
mama kai
prominent.
mwana na me pacho mi ntwawa no mwana na tam ye wo school no edru Sunday mass service ah mo be jeje na to say bodyguard no I hope say by now wo police and as military because say na wo ye ye ho no the way you are doing yourself you are making it look as if the rest of us we are not important in the school. I in fact I expect that you are in the US Army. Makama say Felicia me pacho to aso.
Because I don't see why you should actually make the way people think about you
Yes.
weigh you down. God has a way of doing everything.
Yeah.
If
If you want one short and can you cute sir.
what I say.
Yes.
And sabi anya pe. What I and sabi
Yeah.
anya pe. Nti se me de no e yetintin na wo de yetitia en kire se
Yeah.
wo hia pa. Eno de madwen no no.
Imagine no. Francis.
Yes. So pertaining to your question,
Yeah.
right? I think I have been in a situation like that before. You know, it is a normal thing as humans.
Yeah.
Especially when you are not alone. So far as you see people day in, day out,
Yes.
you will have that feel.
Me kura me nyamye nim ni nukre nim kura say kakra ye me da.
Aha. So far as you are working with humans, you feel it at the point.
But it's just I do you feel like maybe every human being has to have the conscious need to have the conscious decision to decide that, okay, this is who I am. I may not be the president's daughter, so I may not have the luxuries of life, but how am I going to make my life more luxurious for myself? Because if you're looking at the story that this our dear writer wrote to us, if your sister is more smarter than you too, you're more beautiful than she is.
Yeah.
She could have done a lot of things through that.
Yes.
Miss Malaika, Miss Ghana, one most beautiful. Ghana's most beautiful in our
Yeah.
What the say my sister is smarter than you? Na
She-
ken
yeah.
ebo kro ken ohun so bi shanos wo oku ebe you know.
She actually failed to embrace her value
Yes.
and her uniqueness.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so
Yes.
true.
See, sometimes we may have siblings. Sometimes you feel this thing is supposed to be for me, but I don't have it. Fine. It's actually a difficult task to actually break out from such mentality.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult thing. But we need
But isn't it grounds to breed jealousy and envy?
Yes.
Because I feel like from everything she's saying, there's jealousy in
yes.
there.
There's
There's
so
envy
much
in there.
jealousy.
jealousy is a natural thing. It's normal
No,
for every human being
if
to
it
be
becomes
jealous.
overboard,
Because
it's-
why
it's-
your jealousy by 30 years in you?
Good.
31 years.
31,
So
right?
I
Back
think
also crack am.
she has not acted on it. So it is a
She's
normal
she's
feel.
thinking of
See, right
acting
now
of
she's-
it
yes.
because she has gone to a
Malam
malam.
say,
Na malam
for
aka
okay,
say
me
ni
back
I mean
Good.
for how many years now?
31
31
years.
years.
21 years. She has
Yes.
harbored jealousy. We should be clapping
No,
for
no,
her.
she didn't harbor it from birth. Oh. It got to
No,
a certain stage
stage.
whereby
Obviously,
the
yes.
father had drifted attention from
From
her.
her.
That
She
was
was giving
when-
it to her
Wait,
sister.
so wait. Let's do a little backflip.
Yeah.
Do you think that the father could be blamed for that?
No.
Don't
No,
you think that
I
sometimes
think family members
No.
are also
Yes.
blamed. No,
No.
why won't
She said-
and
said-
they are our favorites, but
Memma ni
men
who
save
say.
will favorite
Who
me and
favorite
now
me.
will favorite me.
What you say?
You have to treat them equally. They are all from your loins.
Exactly.
See, she made mention that I used to be. I wrote this thing. She said, I used to be loved as I used to be noted as the lover girl with a nice face. With a nice face, right? What were you doing with a nice face?
And then I
I
make
mean,
a
like,
one fine year.
one-
One fine
and
year
then
shade.
Papa
Good.
say,
So
"Mbema,
why are you
baba."
blaming
It's
the
all
dad
train.
now? What has the dad done?
Papa Nanya Dashini Trim say men will come.
Come,
So
yes.
now his attention is on his sister.
It is because the dad even recognized her beauty.
But
Your dad
other
has given you
people-
your spot that
So
you are
she
beautiful.
could have developed something out
That
of
is the
it.
point.
Yes, but
So she failed to do that.
so even if she failed to do that, the family
Why are we
is
blaming
to
the father?
blame.
The father acknowledged her beauty. That is
you
So
step
the
one.
father, if you
But the
acknowledge
father
it, you
to-
should have
after
pushed her to
acknowledging
do
her, at
something.
least-
Pushed you. Do you think
Yes.
the brilliant, the brilliant girl was being pushed?
It's easy to push brilliant people.
Yes, she
Because
was
once
being
they are
pushed.
brilliant, it's easy to say, oh, you need to go for spelling bee. You need to go
And
there.
she will go.
Yes,
And
if
there's
the
a-
father
can
says
decline.
go.
Okay, see,
Oh,
I'm
my
getting where
dear.
Francis
She
is also
can
coming from, because
decline.
there is the possibility the father might have said that, oh, Unim, let me take you to talented kids. Go and do that. And also say, Debbie, I'm waiting. You say, Mema, but
You get the point.
So it's also what you feed the mind. This is mental health.
Good.
We are talking about
And what you also
also-
accept to consume. That is
Yes,
the most
because
important.
sometimes
Yes,
when
that's
somebody
why-
tell you things,
It is up to you to
imagine
accept.
say you're growing up and they tell you, oh, you are weak, you are weak, you are weak. And you
It-
allow that.
So ebe did you dream? It's an me say. Right now, no, I think she needs mental attention. Honestly,
If I no
because
go
she
with
needs
therapist,
to
yeah, and as a
she needs to
counselor,
seek
be na.
medical help because in her mind it's like me papa say main train in Bema Beba.
I'm happy you said me papa say main train. Do you think that certain families at certain times label their kids too early? And I'm talking about labeling from you're going to be a doctor when you grow up. You are so beautiful. I think you should keep it up. Do you think families label kids too early? You
Yes.
don't wait for them to grow and then get
Yes.
their like what they want to do in future.
Yeah, yes. I really think that because some people in their family, because their father was a doctor, mother is a doctor, so
Son
change
must be a
nothing.
doctor.
Good. But me, my own, everybody has his or her speciality.
Yeah.
Me, mame, or a lecturer, me, I like to deal with mental health. I want to know what happens to people mentally, why they go through that, what they are
Yeah.
thinking when they are going through that phase. Me papa so person or prisons ni. Obiane ne die. Mr. Sabel Banker. My other sister said she wants to be a hairstylist. Obiane ne die. That
Everybody has
doesn't
theirs.
mean that we are all not getting the income and we are not receiving the blessings we are supposed to receive.
Yeah.
What else? Into Sanka na your papa say Obiane a lecturer.
Lecturer.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
You know what? Labeling is a normal thing to do. Do you understand? Because yawo, right?
Yeah.
What can you see in you at that young stage? What can you say?
But
What can you
at
say?
a young
The
stage,
reason
we
why-
all say that I want to be a doctor in future.
Yes.
But
That's what I am.
yes,
You know that growing up, I have never thought of any other career than being a journalist.
Good.
When I was in primary 3, and we did career day, that was the first
Were you
career day.
labeled?
My father told me, "Oh, you should." He got the nurses and then I showed up in my uniform. When they asked me, I said, "I'm gifty auntie."
You get it.
You see, sometimes I feel like certain children are lucky enough to know what they want to become. But other than that, then parents have to weigh in because if na okita jot I was so catching say masa jot no fancy fia me pesa we soldier pesa we police and on exceptional cases.
Yeah.
Yes.
But sometimes certain parents label their children so much. Look, there's a guy that I know, right? He went to school and studied medicine. He wanted to become a medical doctor, but his father had a family business, and he couldn't even practice. Now they've made him CEO of the business, and he's not happy. He will tell you that every when Monday comes, he's scared. His heart stands. Papa penyimu 35 years. Or say Monday banana yemu shishano.
Yes,
Na
it's
me
because that
25
he doesn't have passion for that.
For the
and I think everybody should do what makes them happy. Happiness is very important too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're alone, nobody knows what you go through when you're alone in your room.
Yes.
But if you are making the weight of other people or people's opinions about you weigh you down, you will never move forward in life. Honestly.
You know that the kind of wind that is blowing now, even if someone tells you, okay, there's a property, I want you to spearhead the property or the
Yeah.
office or the company or anything, and you have a dream, try to do both.
Oh yes, that I
Try.
would advise.
Because
if you can,
Your
yeah.
story, like the way you mentioned that the medical doctor, blah blah blah, what he could have still
practice
the medical
Oh,
and
no,
still
every
be,
time I ask
you
him
know,
that
he
question,
would have
like-
been named doctor. So
Like
so
you
so
don't go
so
to
so
work
so so
Monday
so.
to Sunday. You could have practiced this.
CEO, what are you supposed to do? They are now
when
be-
when he gets older enough, you start to regret the decisions you made, when you were much younger.
You get
So
it.
Sometimes I
feel-
think at the end of the day, we need to find a middle ground for ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to listen to our parents, and sometimes we have to listen to ourselves, the things that we want. Is it in tandem with what my parents want? Can I make it work? Can I not make it work?
But sometimes you also have to sit your parents down and
Me
talk
like
to
this,
them.
before I went to journalism school, university, I wrote a 3-page letter to my father,
Wow.
convincing him why I should. Only marks on mama 3 over 10.
10.
That's I'm a fairly. When I just said, I'm a fairly.
You could have
reminded
also
me.
you could have also informed your dad that okay, fine, I want to be a journalist, but I'll talk on health. Is that not in a nursing field?
That's why. So me, what I got him was politics. So the first part of my career, for about 3-4 years, I was just doing politics. I was doing news reportage, and then I finally moved into entertainment. Opompo wajia to
And you're labeled as growth.
Because me, I also quite remember, I like dancing a lot.
Oh.
I love dancing.
Yeah, le petit dancer.
I used to dance for people to think I was part of Bachelor of Fine Arts students, but I was actually a Bachelor of Arts student.
Wow.
You can ask Francis, he will tell you, I used to dance and I used to mingle with them. So my mother knew I love dance.
Yeah.
And then when I was going to the university, there was psychology. Yes, I wanted to do psychology, mental health. Then my mom was like, okay, there's dance, so you can also do dance. And I said, fine, then I'll do psychology and dance. So there was a third one you had to choose. That was information studies. So my mother wanted me to do psychology, English, and dance studies. And my literature into mom for more English. So my second choice was psychology, dance, and information studies. I went ahead with it. Now when you get to level 200, you have to drop one. I didn't want to drop any of them because Chalina me yadi odi. What I say? Ay, me say me nko drop it dance. Na me fa info. Me say that be da.
Ni penso no pe ase nti e be
Hey, and my
So
father
when
even
you
told
info
me
no
my
dancing.
and my father even told me that I should drop the dancing. I said I will never do that.
That's the way me den.
Meye.
Of say people
It's
mu
psychology in dance. And when I got to 300, it was coming to be an issue. I said I'll do combined major. Yeah, Yes,
You're a
so
lucky child.
sometimes you have to stand your ground.
And-
Yes,
and
you
It's
ha-
not
even
easy
though-
to stand on
yes,
your ground
but
as a
you still
I
child.
have
always
to.
tell people that
Yes.
look, I do this high school tour, right? Even called the Cross It Out. Guys, you already know Cross It Out. And sometimes when we're done with the program, these students approach us and then they try to talk to us. Oh, me, I want to do this, but my parents said I should do this. And I always tell them that, have you tried talking to your parents? Yeah, I'm scared. So that's the thing. If you grow up with fear in you, you're not going to be able to speak about anything. Because imagine even if you get to do what you actually want to do and you're afraid and your boss is bullying you at work, how do you go and confront him?
Yes, very
Sometimes
true.
just your parents are not supposed to be people that you're afraid of. There's people that you're supposed to be able to confide in.
Yes.
Easier said.
So
Done,
what
done.
unia penny so no bet me akwa
No, so no kwane ewo no so eh.
Uh-huh,
I
that's
look
very
up
true.
what they say when
Sometimes the
Yes,
parents
it's
even
in the-
approach us in a way that we can't
Even yes, speak up.
You get
that
it.
one there. Sometimes
because
the
there's
parents are at fault.
situation say inti results number. Now see we be psychology wo
Uh-huh.
this woman cash.
Easy.
O say but you see French no so be ya na say
You
when
have no say
when your
at the
face
end
drops
of
where
the
they're
day.
like I don't want French na French no be
At the end of the day, you're not even the one paying.
You see, and now
you
you
also
also
said
have
that
an option,
I'm teaching you
but
what
I
the life
think-
is about. You need to do
see,
French.
Me, I think sometimes
Obedu
you have to
invest,
find
you
a
know.
way of talking to your
really
parents.
think, and that is one thing I like about our generation of parents. They're a lot more open than our generation of parents. They're a lot more opening. They are a lot more hearing. Just that grown in away and so crabats. They're a lot
Gen
more
Z
open because
vibe.
I've seen most of my colleagues that are parents now, and they're a lot more open.
Yeah.
Like on a regular day, our parents now, our generation of parents, no Friday no one point you no be fia be di benkwada no. My colleague is telling me that she's picking up her kids from school and they're going to this place that they play the games there.
Bliss.
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 They're going to have fun before the weekend. Me papa, ube kwa Accra Zoo no kaya Saturday anapa. Ansan wako meeting. It's no.
Yeah, okay, we just cross you ako.
She's a fan type. She's a minister of
God.
enjoyment. Until mommy no to me overshadow what I say.
My mama just said, please, I have certain documents that I have to. But it's just that I always tell people that I'm just very grateful for the kind of childhood that I had, because we didn't get to. But there are certain things that, like, if our generation was having a conversation about Mr. Biggs, I'll be happy to say the first fries and burger I ever tasted was from Mr. Biggs. Since that Mr. Biggs no egu, but I have good memories. Accra Zoo is egu, but I have good memories.
Tom.
Well, confirm me sending an answer. So I have good memories about
Yeah.
it, and I think that's the type of thing that I would want for my children. I want my
Yeah.
children to
Yeah.
have a space where they can talk to me. They can confide in me.
That's what I always say, because sometimes we use our experiences actually to nurture our child. You know, I want to have I want my children to see me as their best friend. That anything at all, even if someone scratches them, they have to come and tell me. Like
Yes.
that kind of, I want them to feel
and we don't
loved.
even want to give birth now, and they don't understand.
Like,
Eh?
yes.
See,
And I will you, and I
And right now you
will
don't get pregnant right now at your father's house. Hey!
then anytime they'll be making comparisons like,
Yeah.
oh, I got married to your father at 25. My dear, 25,
Sure.
look, my salary new 1,000 Ghana.
Now, who can say, you can say, you be 20 now, where we invest, we
I told myself by 25, I am married. Men at least
That
we
book
get
could
a
be
two.
This is a
As at my age, I have not achieved what I said I wanted to achieve.
Relationship
I've
okra
achieved.
is hanging by a thread.
Oh, my
It's
sister.
hanging like this.
My sister.
I don't know if we make it to the end of the year.
A relationship not flying. So that the girl, I think the family too is also to blame,
We
but
need to-
she too has a role to play in it, because
Yeah.
you could have actually picked up the pieces of your life and moved on.
Or moved on.
If you knew what your strength or specialty is, maybe it's in nails making, it's in hair making, it's in doing content creating or something. You can even use your own face to even do content creating and,
I'm
stuff, and
happy
you get
you
money.
mentioned her own face. Why is it that beauty is praised so much, but nobody actually invests in beauty?
It's
Like,
expensive.
I know that, but like for parents, right? They know their kid is very pretty. They say like, oh, you're pretty, you'll be fine. They say like it's a plan, like it's a life plan that you could have. But then when it comes to paying bills, face card doesn't pay it.
That one did
When it comes to life choices, face card doesn't pay for it.
Sometimes.
But you know, sometimes the
It
face,
depends on the career you are in.
yes, yes. So you can use
It
the face, and then you have a
You-
wayward
yeah.
life.
What else?
Which
Yeah.
when you grow old, now after the now we know who say.
Because even the beauty fades. And this thing,
Yes,
I used to
beauty
think
fades.
when they say it, they're lying. When you take a look at some of the old actors and actresses that we know, we used to crush on them so
I
much.
tell you.
Then you go on social media and then you see them and then you're like, wow.
You
You
say.
say yes.
It's
Yes.
if my parents discover that I am pretty, why do they not? Okay, so like we're using this girl's story, our writer's story. When her parents realized that she was a pretty girl, right? When we say why drink, but when him can,
When you can-
why did they not invest in it? Maybe it could have been something else. Maybe if they had put her into a pageant, maybe make a pageant because it's something
Yes.
you can do continuously.
Yes.
If you
Pageant.
fit talented kids, what come Miss Earth, Miss Why you get, then you'll be moving. But it's like her parents told her, oh, you're pretty, men will come and marry you. And that's the only thought in her head.
And it locked.
No, you see,
I can't
if she, we don't actually know her stature.
Mm.
If she was slim and had that, she has a
Yes.
pretty face. Oh my God, you can go into any pageant of your
Anything
choice.
modeling.
To make Miss World.
What's me? Yeah,
You know-
advertising model.
Yes.
You know, I will continuously blame the girl because if you read a story, if
Yeah.
you follow the story, you realize that all these decisions were not being made at a younger age.
Yes.
So
How sure are you?
as no, because from all the way to 31, it means that Yemfane said now she was around 20, 25, 24.
No,
That's-
but you know,
that's
you know
age.
your beauty starts when you are actually moving from adolescence, like you are entering the adolescence. That is
understand.
when you
The
see
beauty.
your
I understand.
yes.
I understand. One thing she could have done,
Yeah.
you have the face. You know, then when they are describing you as beautiful, it's a whole meal.
Yes.
It's not just one
It's not,
portion.
yeah. And yes, I will not. And now
aha.
like
It's-
you
it's
are
a whole meal.
beautiful.
Eh,
360.
She could have just she could have just picked up her phone. Hello, lovely people. See, this is my
TikTok.
brilliant sister. Blah 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 blah. You are using your face.
Use your face.
You are using your face. You are tapping into your sister's
Blessing.
brilliant whatever,
You
and
know,
you are going.
This particular story. I say, ya kame kakra. I say, mi bu ye fu kakra. So, guys, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick short break. When we come back, we'll talk some more. Guys, you're welcome back from that break. Now, let me tell you something. What is something that we all want? Something that we all dream of, we all aspire to get? Success. Everybody wants it, everybody dreams of it, and we all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when work gets tiring, and I bet you it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And in those days when you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 mix with a great taste and aroma that will kickstart your day. Whether you're working or just creating memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So, no matter where you are at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment. Sisi ayaba, makoma bafe makono munsu. I'm fine now. Francis, let's be honest. When you've hit rock bottom and your breakthrough depended on taking something personal, like maybe a pinch of blood, or in this case, hair, would you do it?
You know, there's a saying that, or there's a belief that God will never put you in a situation that you can't solve.
Yeah.
So if I'm in that situation, it means that I can solve it. I have the energy and the ability to do it. I will cut it off. I'll send it.
Oh, you know,
I will send it.
Oh, wax to that guy.
Yes, I'm stripping everything off.
Every single hair. Oh,
Maybe
better.
then you can fubium. Like
Oh,
to be
better.
honest,
Oh, better, I can't just say, hey, the boss straight down
Aha.
here.
from the root. Oh yes. Yes. This is not about wickedness.
Yeah, this one there. We want to say kind of conversation. Success. We all aspire. We all dream of it. It would to be via
Everything.
well, it's well, how will you do it if your sister is asleep?
She's my sister.
Cut.
She's my sister.
Yeah.
I have lived with her.
Yes.
I know her going out and coming in.
Yes.
It is very easy.
Over try. Oh, you know what
Ah.
you no.
One second, my script. My script, I don't know. because you know one funny thing is that it looks as if this generation that we are in,
Yeah.
the olden days proverbs, it looks like we have a justification to everything, and
Yes.
it's not working now.
Yes.
It looks as if it's not even working.
What's
Oh,
the
Obeka said,
opposite? Not all that glitters shine. See, I'll pack everything home. Then I'll look for the glitters.
you see, so now there's a justification to in fact, education even plays a role in it.
Yeah.
Now they are telling you that nothing is wrong, nothing is right. The fact that you can justify it, it means that you are right or you are wrong.
You're wrong.
So we can see red.
Yes.
We can see you are wearing red. But
But
I
I
can
can
say
tell you
it's
that-
white.
Yes, and you can't
Because
tell me anything.
even if you go to the color wheel, it is a tint that will give
Yeah.
you white or black.
Yes.
So now it's very serious.
It's-
You do everything you have to do to survive.
As for surviving there, do what you can. Do whatever you
Nobody
can.
cares about you. That is the truth. Nobody cares
Oh yes,
about
that one
you.
there. Nobody cares.
Nobody
But
does care, yeah.
Obiara any problem. Nobody cares
No
about
moment
you.
there.
So focus. The most important thing that it should be genuine or fine. It should not make you be in the custody of the police at the hospital.
A friend of
or
mine
the
will
court.
tell you that he will do everything in this world. I just had the police betching out to prison.
And police scratch you.
Police actually
I can still find a way out.
yeah, right there.
prison break.
So now it is a do or die affair.
Do
To
or
be
die
honest,
affair.
To be honest. So also I call Malam. Malam Amano direction.
Yeah, I was
right?
to him. Right?
Upon all the years that she wasted, she could have gone into vocational
31
trade.
years.
She
So
could
let's
have
assume
done
say
something.
it's even 10 years. In that 10
Yes.
years, you could
didn't do it. Were you sitting down?
Me cry for my girl.
because
Like 31 years of
or
my
the
life.
school crackers say when you PhD.
What they funny say yen from a crèche to class 6 from DHS 1
Come they say JHS what question SHS.
Oh, that
I'm
be
not
a
for starting
certificate.
business. SHS one of starting.
JHS can be more than the wife.
Indomie started for free. Me na for be your convocation be a omo ton Indomie once home. Say, you go for money abreba.
Recently, we came across a video on TikTok, trending on TikTok. Is this bread seller with this full body figure and all those things?
Yeah.
And just like that, Obie channel, just
Eh.
like that. Beauty, one year
You see?
and it's gone.
And you now
And
at
people
the
are
end
buying
of the
bread
day,
from
you,
there.
she has to improve on her business. Me say nano unam do jolu honum side. Ko fam ton ade o kwan hu ni na obi awoto.
Yes.
No, we got
Pure
you.
water
Only
ni
to
pa na-
Krawasheto.
na skinny be a shed. It's
Yeah,
part of the business. Oh,
Who many
branding.
ya bitana? Maybe want to na ya
understand?
anytime. Like
You get it.
Ti na dey me catch am for say me. So person ye me bone a. Wo dey bu me nan bu me se me nim
Yeah.
dey. Hene wan fan sanka because me nan bu kura bet me zoom nim.
And it
Yeah.
even manifests at workplaces. How many workplaces have you gone to that you see male as receptionists?
And power.
Yes, oh.
It's usually
don't see.
women.
You don't
It's
see.
usually women.
So
we
it's
need beauty. Oh.
important-
We
it
need
is- it's
to
an
attract
important
You need to be
customers.
able to attract
It's
people
an important
coming
thing
in.
that she had that she failed to recognize.
recognize-
Yeah, she could have been a
Use.
receptionist. What person?
She could
What
have,
can
she
we make
could
her
have
use
even
it to
earned a
know?
PhD without even going to school.
Ah.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Say asampa no one is ado. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's true.
Onyema.
But
She didn't value herself.
going to the malam was extreme. And he said, "I want course off. Now come malam."
Yeah, to you must say. Okay.
That you, me say, I sometimes it's so bomb pie. Now what's in your main can? That you.
Nyankopɔn bɛkyɛ.
Into train
Ɔpɛ
Sisiano. Into Sisiananka. Would they?
Watch 31 years, afei na wo pɛ-
call malam ne ho. Na Sisia. Sabi be two sister ne.
That's
How-
why
wh-
you
when-
see, and one thing I realized from
No, your
the
sister
letter
can
she
die
had
from
written is
this,
that
oh.
she's not bothered about the sister. She's bothered as to whether it will end up doing something bad to the
yes.
sister, and then
The
maybe
guilt.
it will come back to her.
Yes.
Okay, yes, if the malam tells her that it's fine, nothing will happen to
Say,
it.
fast. I'm going to tell you.
Maybe
Or the
the
service
only thing that will happen to
taker
the sister is that this sister need name for you.
No, but
And
I
it's
think
normal. They say
that
wait.
there's an extent to it.
So
If
baby.
these things
No, we are
there-
swapping destiny. So
No, I feel like destiny.
So I feel like the reason why he's asking for the hair is she's brilliant.
yes,
And it's the head.
yes.
So the hair is where the brilliance is coming from, right? The
In-
hair
in
is
Sisi-
where the brilliance is
Into
coming
Sisi
from.
and who be brilliant head.
So the
no.
brilliance
What
is
is that what
beauty
he-
to us.
ever working.
No, so
And
what
anyway,
I going to use it
before.
for? No, then what I going to use it for? Because
yeah,
right now you
beauty and
wasted
brilliance.
31,
No, no,
31 years of your life.
has to
And
be
let's
a
say you
swap.
have 71 years to live on Earth. I count how many years?
Or did I
It has to
And
be
so
a
did that
swap
kind of
now.
baby.
Because
Because who swapping now acquire this year.
to be very honest with you,
So
eh,
so you go to school,
She wants to be brilliant.
brilliant. Now they are whole school
I
and now
think,
they are
that,
heading.
I think that she wants brilliance in
So that she'll get the
so that She'll be
attention.
able to.
Now sister, she said that sister, so why you bugger
Women.
lose?
Because I say, you know, there are certain people that are beautiful, but they don't know how to use their beauty,
Oh,
which
yes.
is very evident in this
Your
case.
sister could have helped you.
In Kofobi or Hwawo, they don't do any work. We have waje dine or estate, waje car, or
Now
kita
you
jaguar,
sugar
waje
daddy
be a
this.
restaurant.
Oh, they are going to now now for a new
So I think in her mindset, of her brilliance, to know how she's going to handle men.
to money.
Yes.
But
you-
handle
you-
men
I'm
now
com-
who couldn't baby at the age of 40? Who were 9
you
solid
read-
years?
if you
Now
read-
Actually,
naturally-
no, Ofanji dine on
Yeah.
store.
If you read her story, she made mention that she still has a relationship with a sister.
Yes,
So
and,
so
and the
in
sister
her.
has never taken anything for the sister
Yes.
comes to her, the sister confides in her. The
Yes, so why? So why do you want to harm her by taking
The girl Lankasa, she's a
sister,
malam. The girl is a malam. Because
hey,
I can't fathom. Because
it's different if you and your sister, maybe you are
Yeah,
not
yes.
on good
Ah,
terms.
Good.
then we
Yeah,
can tell
yeah,
you
your
that.
sister is teaching
somebody
you
that
amount
innocently
point.
comes to
Now
you.
it is say I'm going to show who need nana. Me see say my brilliant. Now papa can say, oh, it is say we are brilliant. Forget it. What
I think for her, it's just the idea of being, it's main character syndrome.
Yeah.
I think that's what it
Is
is.
she the firstborn? We don't know.
No, that's what you don't know whether she's.
Me, I
first
feel
or
like
last.
she's the firstborn. I honestly
Yeah,
feel like
the way
she's
the
the firstborn.
story is.
So if you are the firstborn,
Now what
firstborn
Jimmy
can
say? Yeah.
Hey, and the second one is Bianca. Only brains Bianca. If you want to bed,
Oh, Papa, no, Mami, awu. Who to be fanya hwee?
but you can't
Odo ye
name mo. Ebusua bia no ye wo black sheep.
if you be a mensa woman,
Most
yes,
of them
I
are the
am.
firstborns. Most of them
Firstborn,
are.
for them don't better. I'm
Do you know that? Because
That's actually true.
firstborns, they actually come out.
As experiments.
Aha.
Come here.
Bebre na ye mistake. Bebre na ye matry makwe. Bebre na ye say.
Yeah, try it. You better
"Ena aba." So most of the times when they come out,
Firstborns here,
they lack resources. They lack the
Oh,
care.
yeah,
they lack
they
the
go through
love.
But me
lot,
a second
yes.
born. I did my brother by no, and now me say, me ko ha e be wait to my
And
Me
when
say
they are
every day they
going,
be a
they have
last.
a lot of responsibilities on
Yes,
them because
yes.
they look back. I'm like, I'm supposed to
Oh.
help this. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed
and you
to
know,
do that.
usually when parents are talking to you, they'll be like, "Say no more show.
Show.
Your siblings are
so
looking
all
at
of a sudden,
It's
yeah,
good
the
I was the last
responsibility there
born,
to
like
team.
honestly at
I
this
would only
point.
last born.
I was the last born. I fell inside.
I was
No
happy.
wonder.
At first, I was last born. and
At first.
I said, some of friends are saying, "This is a mistake because me tell say the entire 10 years later no buy it." My
On your
chicken
plan.
who was last born,
Oh,
na
no.
baba we buy
She
it.
wasn't planned.
And it was like I was okay with it
Because
for a
there's an
bit
age gap,
till
yeah.
I grew up and I realized that I'm actually the first daughter. So it means that everything I
Yes,
do, she's going to emulate it.
from
Yes.
So now I have to be careful about the things I say, the things I do. And I'm brother,
Oh.
blessing her. But guys, do you think spiritual beliefs like swapping destinies is real?
As there's day and night.
Yeah, mom.
Oh, but me, okay.
See,
Yes.
because-
Someone can take your destiny
Yes.
even before your mother will even give birth to you. Nipa na hu chabra wo hu dada.
See,
It's
let me-
odd.
There
But
was,
so you
a,
can
there
still
was a
swap back.
time. Those times there used to be a program on radio. It's almost
Sumosum, yeah, Peace FM.
and I would listen to some of the
It's very
stories and
scary.
think to myself that you are lying. This one day, until something happened to me in my life. It was a very dark place I was in. And I realized that things are there.
And your mama
You can be sick and you go for multiple scans. You
And
don't
there's
know what is going
nothing
on.
is wrong with you,
But
but
you can feel that
spiritually
you are
you
dying.
Sick.
spiritually no be cool.
What why yeah. What to me save it 10 cedis simple. So what to me say you may oh yeah, Debia, you show up for work. So where does the money go? You don't buy anything.
To talk wo won say minti scan beto manasa.
And what even cemented it for me was when those movies Abroni Bay came.
Hey,
if you see me, I don't give arms to the poor again. I beg.
Yeah,
Before
you
somebody will come
see,
and carry my destiny.
no, but sometimes too, it is not the people that are outside of your space. Sometimes the people inside your space.
It's not even inside.
Abo bi
Closer.
See, a month ago, I saw this TikTok video of a lady that was crying and lamenting that she's always had very bad skin, or like her face has been very bad. There's acne and everything. And so she was on TikTok and then somebody recommended a certain product. It's like an oil that she use. So she had been using it for a month and it was really good. Like all her face had cleared up. And her friends came to visit and then she was telling them that, oh, this oil they're very good on so oils haven't seen this way there and a bit me. She was cooking for her friends. When they finished eating, gisting, and they left, she was using the oil for like a week and then she realized that the acne and the things were still coming. So she decided she was going because that on share bottle no. So it's something you already use. So nobody in their sense will wake up and say,
oh,
"Let me
and then they mention
check the
bottle
hand."
no.
So she was like, what's going on? Because this is the same bottle I've been using. Only for her to check, and it's a plain bottle. When I'm saying I say, Saturday I do not moriko yi. When Tia was through we so the oil that she was using, and her entire face. And so she was making a video trying to tell people that, look, do not trust anybody. Not your sister, not your friend. And sometimes when you see these videos, you might think, say, and so it happens to you.
Yeah.
Because why are you going to swap you and your sister's destiny?
Once your sister has no bad intentions for you, that she even teaches you, she guides you to do certain
She
things.
teaches
So,
you.
yes.
She
So you
motivates
have to
you.
just tell her that, oh, maybe, sis, what can I use my beauty for?
For.
She can even
She's
give
brilliant.
you,
She'll come up with something.
On the crowd to make your collabo. Now I catch her say, oh, would you for beauty no fire videos? Now I'm so main promoting. You get it.
But
You
you
think
and you want to swap you and your
now
sister's destiny.
sister.
She doesn't even feel bad though.
This is Tanangasa Olaki brilliance, Kakra. Because she could have also stepped in. She could have also stepped in.
You could have
So it
also
means that
said,
she's just a bookworm.
You also got some minimum, so where you can
Yes.
Now who papa do I call French classes ni nan French ni nan so say who te. What's this I want to bibi bia like
Yeah.
me like this.
like if you had even taught your sister a little bit of the French, tell her to apply for air hostess.
Oh, the air hostess.
Bibi.
Air hostess no pay beauty o.
Yeah, it's
Beauty
true.
pa kwa so pa na obi a was smile. Oh, hello,
Hello,
welcome.
you're welcome to the Rwanda Air. Then you
Eh,
may have your
eh.
seat. Would you can't tell them and
Now what they say biambra African
African
they
World
say
Airlines
Africans.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, hello, how
You're
may I help
welcome to our. It was
Yes,
African
because
World
if you
Air.
have beauty and you have good character, it will take you
It
far.
will
But
take
if you
you
have
far.
beauty and you have bad
That's
character,
it, your
you
beauty
go
will
in
send you
Sanka.
back.
Why are you? Oh, beauty or bad character? Because who could tell me anything?
You know, it is in as much as we are laughing about the issue.
Yeah.
It's a very serious
It's a
one.
very serious issue. You know, there's a point to have a bold step
Yeah.
to take action. Because it is not everybody that has that strength to say that, okay, this is what I am, this is what I am going for. It is
Yeah.
not easy at all. Now here lies the case. There's a matter of spirituality inside. Yeah, Felicia, you are seated here right now. Someone just walks in. Let's say even a popular spiritualist that we all know steps in and tells you that, Ochinembe Juma, will you come? Exactly. You will not come.
Yes,
Why won't you come?
I'm afraid. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
You are afraid.
something.
Are you the one who saw it?
No.
No. But because of the personality
Of the
Yes.
person.
involved, right? Exactly. Why won't she do it? She will do it.
Yes. But,
She will do it.
but
Because
why now?
one, Pastor Crown can't because it's fasting anyway. A better man.
And yes, Sofu be and Nebeka say, Kona ko fasting.
But here lies the case. She didn't even go to Sofubia.
Oh, it's a mistake. I know where who jumping free Sofu call Malam. Malam to Malam to when you go for
quick.
no.
Partial.
You know there's something you have to bring in return.
Yeah.
There's something you have to bring in return. It's say bring it in return. It's Kona ko papa. Obey any day.
Hey, sister.
Hey,
Miss
man,
Robin,
oh, now me papa tell I am born the said I cannot kill my father because if not for my father, I won't be sitting here.
Hey,
Do you
That is what you
understand?
think.
If I'm saying me, my
Felicia,
thoughts.
That is
you
what
don't
you
know
think.
what
Okay,
what people will
she
do.
said the
That
papa
is what
we
you
say
think.
sro nipa na jai some.
Yes.
Some man kura po ye hu no kra ye ngina ho.
Yengina.
Nipa de
Remember there was a time
Yeah.
when Sakawa came
Yes,
up.
yes, yes.
I always tell people that there's no smoke without fire.
Exactly.
There's no rumor without a little bit of truth
Right,
in it.
yes.
Sakawa story started because somebody had actually killed somebody for riches.
Yes.
In
And it worked.
Who
Yes.
said that be who say no ye check who destiny answer. Who you be now who destiny no you be carpenter. Who be say baba before?
But you know that Sakawa is still in existence, just that
Yes.
it has been modernized.
She
She said they twitwa.
Amen.
Ye twitwa wo ho na ye de aton. She said ye twitwa. Ye ye wo butcher. No, because those things you need to check the person's destiny. If the person is well to do, ekunwa ebeba.
So what Ginny panel lights no.
Good. It's when you say no see a borrowed lights now.
That is the sister you cry, catching and saying sister.
Oh, maybe you're a rich person or a baby.
Because
or you're
she says that the malam says her,
sister.
her light was swapped with
with her
sisters.
sister.
So who even did the swap? What if it's their sister? What if it's their
True.
sister?
It can also be the sister, but
What if it's their sister?
What
So
if it's a
it's just
family
like-
member? Maybe
Me-
it can
me
be
kwaji
your
ma adie.
mother or your mother's sister or your father's ebusianfo. That you see those family, you know. Obi kwano before you were even born, someone did it was praying that you weren't even born. Na ya san wo waka ho.
But
Na ya wo waka ho na ya ko who say
You
in
know that
20 years later
this is
you
not
be
an
a
extended family thing.
Me so they
Because
nuclear.
because nuclear. Because see, if it is an extended family thing, obeja maneba. But here lies the case. It is inside. So who is the
It
cause?
can be the mother. You can suspect
But
father.
a mother,
and
how would you
sister,
do
and
such a
sister,
thing?
you can't
I
be
dare we see
suspected.
you see your places suspicion. Me suspect na papa no. Papa na me suspect.
Ebi akola no kwa ebi
It's two
the
things.
brilliant sister no kwa ye wo no kwa na
Akwala
itie
ni nye
wu.
nipa baako dia.
Because how will my father come and tell me that you are beautiful? Men will come
Who
to
na
you.
papa is what I said.
And why would there even be a swap? If let's say what the malam is
It's
saying
true.
is true, why would there be
Who
a swap?
swapped it? Why are they swapping?
Ebi akola no ne papa the first born ne papa nye sa papa no. But second born ne ne dia na ne dia na bon. Na ma obi ba dia ne dia.
Wait, Pastor Odo be generation Yarama phone.
Because it's serious. But now let's come back to our dear lady. We're doing a little bit of judgment, but let's come back to, do we really, like, if we were here, would we really feel guilty for wanting more? Especially when we've always been the one with less. Like, meaning say, I have me and my brother. Every time they say my brother is brilliant, and my brother is brilliant, no, be a bad. And they are offering me a solution where I can be called the brilliant one. Why should I feel guilty about that?
I will not feel guilty anyway.
Honestly, I know
anytime,
that you never
any
feel
day.
guilty.
It is up to me to accept the kind of proposal they are bringing.
Yeah.
Is it the right path? Is it the bad path? Is it something that can be good and bad? Is it something that can stand in the middle and pull here, and
Yeah.
I'll still look innocent? That is the most important decision I will take for myself. But
Do you think what she's doing is out of jealousy, or she's trying to get justice for herself?
It's
she's
out
trying-
of jealousy.
she's trying to get justice
But
for
there's
herself.
jealousy inside because
Jealousy.
no, the
Even
jealousy
God
has built
gets
out.
angry, and God is they tell us God is a
They're
jealous
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 God.
God.
You
Yes,
understand?
but there's a limit to it. But if it goes overboard, I
Has
dream
it gone
fever.
overboard?
And then your sister who come mama
Where inquiry? Inquiry. Onya nye.
Or consultation.
Aha.
And a
You
consultation.
are sick. You've gone to the hospital. Yeah, she shame you say okay, say any say. It's up to you. It's up to you, right?
It's up to me.
Good. So you have. They are telling you if you drink the medicine, this is the cure. If you like drink, if you like, nyamalaria ne nume do neshe. And I said numne jai neshe ade.
It's said about with full force.
You understand? So
I
it is now
understand.
she's actually
Caught up in the web. That's
whether
how
she
I
should take a step.
Oh yes, because
Or
because
she
right
should-
now I feel she's feeling guilty because ne sister ye ne papa. Na obeye sadie we. Na inti sisi oye sadie we na sisi obeye brilliant. A day na ebushafo beye the so-called brilliant sister. Also, better
And you better you say watch me. Munche ne yami yami. Oh my
testimony.
Yes.
But then they also neglect this
I think
brilliant
at this point for her, she's trying to think about it is as okay, it feels selfish, but I'm going to stop waiting around for people to help me. I'm going to start doing what I need to do. This is survival for me, not betrayal. Do you get it?
Yes, every
Yes.
step that lady took is not in the wrong direction. She wanted answers. At least we're even happy. She didn't even take risk to do anything bad.
See,
We
I can't
wanted
tell what
answers.
the answer is.
She was even bold to tell us she went here, she went here, she went here. So right now she's here in the
That's
middle.
why I
So
say
she's
she's caught in
asking
the
us,
web.
Obeko, Obeda.
should she continue with the malam's
Aha.
and now say she should? So you know what? Because you see the way I'm framing this thing, it means we've gotten to my favorite part of the show. Look into my eyes. So guys, she's asking, should she go ahead and do what the malam has asked her to do, or you have a different advice for her? Felicia, let's start with you. So you look directly into your camera and then you give her a piece of advice for us.
Well, if I were to be her, honestly, and I've gone to the Malam said I should take my sister's hair. My sister has not done me any wrong. I will, to me, I would think that I will actually ask my sister for help. Because if I have beauty, I can go anywhere with the beauty till it fades away. Wuni no, not beauty no, esote. So now that I have the beauty, I will use it. But not to the extent of hurting my sister who has not done anything wrong to me. Me, I feel like I can pick up the pieces of my life and then move on. Because I was born unique. My own was beauty. And then if I have the beauty, I can go to Miss Malika, American's Next Top Model. Those I can even go for international awards and stuff. I can even be part of TGMA, whereby I'll also be part of those who will even give the awards. So I will use my beauty positively to the time I have left for that beauty to be there. That's my opinion.
Francis.
My dear, I understand you perfectly. Every decision that you took was in the right path. But see, every decision that you take now has its own consequences. You should be very careful. Unless you want to tell me that if you go ahead with what the Malam is telling you, you will not regret, then fine. At the end of the day, it is your life, it is my life. You have the right path to go. But my piece of advice is if you do that, what's next? What else? What if the Malam is telling you is false? What if? That is the very important question you need to ask yourself. What if? Everything you do in this life has its own consequences. My dear, you are beautiful. You may not be brilliant, but your brilliance is inside your beauty. Take advantage of it. Value yourself. If at a point you are stranded, you don't know what to do, come and marry me.
Hey, period.
We can create content together.
We'll give birth
And
to
that is
beautiful
where
children.
you will see the essence of your beauty. Please and please. It is good. You've had, at least you're even lucky. The Malam has even give you a pitch of advice. And I say, maybe, let's say it is true. Know your steps. That is the most important thing. Because be mindful of who you share your success story with. Because it's not everybody that is happy with you.
Ayo, anonymous writer, you've heard it all. I wouldn't have a lot to add to it, but I think one other thing about life is a lot of times people forget to pray. 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 Don't pray as if you want something from God. Have a conversation with God, with the universe. Talk to your sister. She's far too innocent for you to want to swap destinies with her, my dear. But,
Let me add up.
yes.
I just think she should just love yourself for who you are. That is it. Just love
You're a
you.
beautiful
Yeah,
woman.
love you.
Beautiful 31-year-old woman.
And
You
pray
can do
more.
so much more with that. But Felicia and Francis, thank you so much for coming today. I'm really grateful. But guys, this is where we draw down the curtains for today's show. Telecel says I should tell you that they are your secure and convenient cash platform, and they're still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send it keke. Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. Dial star 110 hash or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send it keke. Telecel, connecting energies. Guys, today's show wouldn't have been possible without Telecel Ghana, Nax Calabash and Cocktail, Betway, and Cowbell Coffee. To our crew backstage, we say thank you for your effort in making this a success. I'll see you same time. You know what? I'll see you very, very soon. My name is Yavita. Peace out.